Hello everyone, I welcome you all to today's class. This is our second class of chapter R Environment, and today we are going to study about food chain, food webs, trophic levels and the transfer of energy in a food chain. So let's get started. A food chain is defined as a sequence of organisms showing who eats whom. Or we can also define food chain as the sequence of living organisms in a community in which one organism consumes another organism to transfer food energy. Fine. Now here we are having one example of food chain in which grass is consumed by the deer and the deer is consumed by the lion. Now every food chain begin with a producer because they are the source of food. And the transfer of energy in a food chain is always unidirectional. It means it is always in a single direction only. Fine. Now here also we are having one example of food chain in which flour, which is a producer, it is consumed by the caterpillar. So caterpillar would be the primary consumer. Caterpillar is consumed by the frog, so it would be secondary consumer. Frog is eaten by the snake, so snake act as tertiary consumer, and the snake is consumed by the owl, which is a quaternary consumer, and it is occurring at the top of the food chain. The food chains are of mainly two types: terrestrial food chain, which takes place at land surface, and aquatic food chain, which occurs in an aquatic habitat. So we can see here the producers in the terrestrial food chain may be plants, and in aquatic food chain may be phytoplankton. So the food chain is starting with the producers only. So grass is consumed by the zebra, so zebra act as primary consumer, and zebra is consumed by lion, so lion will be the secondary consumer. Now here in this aquatic food chain, algae, which is a phytoplankton, it is consumed by zooplankton. Zooplankton is consumed by fish and fish is consumed by the eagle. Now here algae, or we can say phytoplankton, they are producers. Zooplanktons are primary consumers. Fish will be the secondary consumer and the bald eagle will be tertiary consumer. Now we will study about the food web. Food web is a network of large number of food chains existing in an ecosystem. Whenever a large number of food chains are taking place in a particular ecosystem, they get interlinked with each other and form the food web. And in a food web, an organism is provided with a large number of eating options. Now, trophic level are the various steps in a food chain at which the transfer of food or energy takes place. So, the various steps of food chain, they are called the food level or the trophic level. The first trophic level is always occupied by the producers or green plants, and we have seen that all the food chains, they begin with the producer only. Second trophic level is occupied by the herbivores. Third trophic level is occupied by the carnivores, and the fourth trophic level is occupied by the large carnivores. In other words, we can say the first trophic level is occupied by producers, second trophic level is occupied by primary consumers, third trophic level is occupied by secondary consumers, and the fourth trophic level is occupied by the tertiary consumers. We can also represent the trophic levels in a food chain in the form of pyramid of number. Alright. If we count the number of species or organisms living at each trophic level in a food chain, then we can represent the food chain by pyramid of numbers. Okay. Now the base of the pyramid is formed by the producers and the top of the pyramid is always formed by the top carnivore. Now there are greater number of organisms at lower trophic level. So in this pyramid we can see there are a large number of producers, and as we go higher and higher, the number of organisms in each trophic level goes on decreasing. Alright. Now we will study about the transfer of energy in a food chain. How the energy transfer takes place in the food chain. So here we can see that energy from sun or sunlight, it is coming and plant absorb this energy. They produce food with the help of this energy. The food is eaten by the herbivore. Herbivore is eaten by the carnivore and carnivore is eaten by the top carnivore. So in this way the food is transferring energy to the next organism. But when we move from producers to the top carnivore, or we can say tertiary consumer, the amount of energy at each trophic level decreases because there is a heat loss takes place at every trophic level. Fine. So regarding the transfer of energy in a food chain, we should remember the following points. Food chain represents a stepwise transfer of food and energy. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. It gets converted from one form to another. As we have seen in the food chain, the sunlight, the light energy is converted into chemical energy of food. Now there is a continuous transfer of energy from one trophic level to the next trophic level. At each trophic level, the organism uses some of the energy for the metabolic activities like respiration and growth, and some part of energy at each trophic level is utilized for the functioning of decomposers. Now, there is a loss of energy at each trophic level in the form of community heat, which never return back to the producer. So, when we move from first trophic level to the last trophic level, the amount of energy available gradually decreases. Fine. So, we can say that the flow of materials in an ecosystem is cyclic because the materials which were originally absorbed by the green plants for the production of food were returned back to the soil by the action of decomposers. But the energy which is lost in the form of community heat is never returned back again to the plants. So in this way, flow of materials in an ecosystem is cyclic, but flow of energy is unidirectional. Fine. So this was all about today's class. See you in the next class. Thank you for watching.